Welcome to Season 1, Episode 11 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's get into it.
100% premium grade Chitauri metal.
Oh.
That's what I do. Find alien scrap no one else can, then offer it to people who fully appreciate my efforts.
Hey.
I appreciate the hell out of it.
She was in Supernatural. Oh.
Is that a Roomba?
No. Damn. Fuck yeah, May. See, that's what I like about her. He's still injured.
Sky, you're up.
Here, let me get that for you.
They're taking him up instead of down. That's interesting. Is there a helicopter on the roof? There's a few.
Mr. Van Chat, we were hoping you could help us find a friend.
Okay. Strong start. I like that it's not just our team looking for Coulson.
Impressive. You actually managed to reopen all your stitches.
Awesome.
Don't ask questions, Agent Cop. Just get me the 5mm injector. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Damn, Fitz.
Honestly, how many agents do they think they can cram on this plane?
Honestly, I think it's good they're here. We need fresh eyes. It's been 36 hours since Agent Coulson was taken.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Nothing relating to Mr. Poe, his Centipede associates, or their location has been found.
Awesome.
Van Chat will talk, and rest assured when he does, not a single stone will be left unturned until we take down Centipede.
And find
get
Agent
Coulson back.
Oh, shit. Sky, what are you doing?
Just in time. Can you override this?
What do you think you're doing?
The money trails are key to finding Coulson.
I want you off this plane immediately.
What?
I know I'm not some badass field agent like Mayor Ward, but this is what I do. All this protocol crap doesn't matter to me. All that matters to me is Coulson.
Well, all this protocol crap matters to me.
Right. That was the last thing you wanted to say to her. That's her problem with you.
I know Sky's methods are unorthodox, but she's a member of this team.
Agent May, will this girl be of any use to us on this plane?
No.
You've... Come on, May.
Increase her restriction level. Confiscate her laptop and phone.
Increase her restriction level. Fantastic. May, I don't feel like May really means no.
That was way out of line.
No one knows what's in May's head except May.
Right.
I can find him.
I believe you. I've seen firsthand what you can do, even without S.H.I.E.L.D. resources.
We have something for you.
You made me a sandwich.
Yes, it is that.
It's a satellite phone.
What do I even need this for? I'm gonna be spending the next 3 days in a S.H.I.E.L.D. broom closet getting debriefed.
That's right. A few agents are coming here to pick you up for debriefing in exactly 12 minutes.
Okay. See, and I feel like May saying no there was actually trying to be helpful in some way. I have hope for that, at least, with her character.
Who ordered this?
Oh. Ugh.
It seems you passed out.
I saw Jordan hitting that game winner over Russell in the 98 finals. So clutch.
Agent Coulson, we're going to turn the machine back on and open your mind.
Great.
I'll let you kill me before I give you anything. I hate to break it to you, but your telepathic friend is a fraud. Otherwise, he'd know all these answers.
It's true. My friend can see that you died. Your heart was torn to pieces. What the clairvoyant can't see.
Yeah, that's way different than being out for 8 seconds and then being revived.
For some reason, Agent Coulson, you're different. Now, why is that?
Yeah, why? Ah. Oh shit, it did it for everyone there. He's in so many things. And he is always a douche. Jesus. She's got to get that thing off. Oh God, why are there mannequins everywhere? That's what those things are on the wall. I never knew. I always wondered. Holy shit.
All right, I'll talk.
Okay. Effective and very convenient. That's why there's mannequins. Oh my God, there's more.
The town that the bomb forgot. It was built in the 40s for nuclear testing.
Not exactly prime real estate.
There's nothing but desert for hundreds of miles.
You don't say. Well, I mean, it was a good attempt. Oh, that's what that was supposed to say. Oh, God. But also, of course.
You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Rathman.
Who the hell are you?
Agent Melinda May with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, okay.
S.H.I.E.L.D. has evidence your company has been siphoning funds into an offshore account for some very bad people. And if it turns out you've made profit from just one of them, S.H.I.E.L.D. is prepared to freeze all of your assets.
I'm calling my lawyer.
And my offer's off the table.
What offers that?
Immunity.
And if I say no?
Spend the next 5 years in the fridge.
The fridge.
It's worse than it sounds.
All right, what do you want?
Follow me to your office. We've got some work to do.
She should channel May more often. Yeah.
Van Chat's intel is paying off. This is our chance to take down Centipede. I want everyone in full tactical.
Is it, how are they connected again? Like people buying up Shatari relics, basically. Doesn't necessarily equal Centipede.
First, your friend Skye left the plane and never arrived for her debrief. Then Van Chat almost flies out of the interrogation room. Do we have a problem?
Yeah, you. So I regret saying I'm glad that they were part of this.
It's unprecedented. This kind of response for a level 8 operative. I've been on the phone all day. Director Fury, Commander Hill, everyone wants an update. Frankly, I don't understand it.
You don't have to.
S.H.I.E.L.D. The clairvoyant sees an end to all that.
He doesn't look so good.
Raina, what took you so long?
I was tending to our other subject.
Who's the other subject?
The clairvoyant would like to speak to you.
I agree. Thank you. I'll put him back on.
Poe's gonna stab your eyes out.
Yes, I'm here.
Was that a temporary thing or a permanent thing? Is he dead or just paralyzed?
You know, it wouldn't hurt to have Skye working an exploit. Why didn't you stick up for her? You let her get tossed.
All I did was tell Hand the truth. Skye's no use to us on this plane.
How can you say that?
She's not. Not with all these agents here.
Right.
Over her shoulder, monitoring her every move.
Right. See?
You wanted her off the plane.
Outside the system. That's how Skye works best.
See?
You don't have to assume the worst of me.
Agent May,
Well, you give people a lot of reasons to.
we found their helicopter at a laboratory outside the Mojave Desert.
Copy that. Coordinates received.
Holy shit. Damn.
Now, start typing.
PD security, don't move!
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I'm typing. You S.H.I.E.L.D. guys don't mess around.
She learned some things finally. They sank in.
So you're my friend now? Because I've seen what you do to your friends.
Mr. Poe?
Yeah.
He was a murderer.
Well, was. So I guess we're done with him.
Chan Ho Yin.
I gave them what they asked for. The people you work for are just as capable of using cruel means to reach a justified end.
Agreed.
Who is he?
I don't know. Today was the first time I personally made contact. My heart's still racing.
He has you building super soldiers.
I feel like other things are doing some stuff too, apparently.
You were killed. Now you're here. We want to know how. Don't you? I'd like to turn the machine on again.
The bitch of it is he does want to know.
I want what you want. To uncover a different secret. The secret S.H.I.E.L.D. is keeping from you.
They are. I like how they did the lighting on his face there.
We need to open up a terminal emulator, see what kind of encryption they've got.
Okay.
If it's an SSL 256 or an AES 2-fish serpent, we're in business.
Yeah.
Quantum key, that's another story.
Right.
He has no idea.
Lloyd, what is happening here?
Account history, where is that?
Delete that second line.
So how is this working here when she's in this close proximity, but that shut down the whole cafe?
Ever think your mind reader might just be looking up symptoms online?
I was also told it keeps you up at night. That you crave answers. That you're troubled by the fact that when you asked for answers, you were denied. Isn't that true?
Yes and yes.
They keep secrets for a reason.
But why would S.H.I.E.L.D. keep details of your death from you? After all you've sacrificed.
Sacrifice is part of the job. I would give my life.
You didn't just give your life. You gave up your chance at a normal one. At love.
They are bringing this up a lot with him recently. The cellist, his conversation with Mike, and now here.
How could you know that?
Ooh, she's hitting a nerve. It's working.
Do you miss hearing her play? Didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
I couldn't.
Don't talk. Don't give in.
They shattered her heart. With a lie. And now they're lying to you.
No. No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
But you can't tell me nothing makes you doubt. Makes you wonder what happened.
Come on, Coulson.
It's a magical plane. I keep saying that.
Yeah. You've been conditioned to say that. Like, I want him to hold out, but I also want the answers.
How's it work?
Just simply lock it around the centipede soldier's forearm.
And night-night superpowers.
Sounds like riding a bull for 8 seconds.
No kidding.
Yeah, exactly. It's that simple.
I may have a lead on where Centipede's holding Coulson.
Sky?
She believes in you, Sky. She just is rough around the edges and has a shitty way of showing it.
You backed my decision to kick Sky off the plane.
Seems like it worked out.
Seems like you played me.
Look, this isn't personal, but I am taking my team and we're gonna find Coulson. Send backup if you want.
I want you to think back to your first memory after you died. What do you see?
This isn't real.
Listen to him. Who ordered this?
Director Fury himself.
Okay. Well, that's not really any new information. Obviously, Fury was involved.
God, creepy.
Right? Would not have walked that close to that thing. Ugh.
You shouldn't be here.
Shit, Sky, what are you gonna do against this thing? Well, not thing. This person. Oh, fuck. Okay.
I need you to look at your surroundings.
How many of those bracelet things do you have? Oh, well, all right. That's a way to do it. Way to improvise. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't need to see this. I mean, I want answers, but.
Please, I'm begging you, let me die. Please. Please let me die. Let me die, please. Please. Let me die. Please.
Why are they working on his brain?
Stop fighting it, Agent Coulson.
Yeah.
Please let me die. Please let me die. Please let me die. Let me die. Let me die.
Come back, come back, come back, come back.
Sky.
That was a nice moment with her. We still didn't get a ton of answers there.
Centipede operations have been taken down around the globe.
Any word on the clairvoyant?
Nothing yet. But it's going to be awfully hard to stay hidden now that the clairvoyant's on S.H.I.E.L.D's radar.
Good. Because Raina knew things about me.
Yep.
Honestly, this bus isn't really my style.
Good. It doesn't need to be. We don't want you here.
I heard what you did for me. I think it's time that we remove this.
Yay!
Disengage bracelet.
Are you kidding me?
Thought you'd like that.
Back in that room. I heard what you were saying.
Yeah, that was rough.
It wasn't real. They were just messing with my head. But I appreciate your concern.
Does she actually believe that? Because he knows that's not true. He's just lying for her benefit to make her feel better.
Evening, Doctor.
Wow, you found him fast.
Agent Coulson.
You weren't operating on my heart.
No, right, exactly.
You weren't dead for 8 seconds or 40 seconds or whatever they put in your file. You were dead for days.
That's impossible.
It should be. But Director Fury moved heaven and earth.
Why? I mean, he's great. I love him, but why?
You were there.
Fury brought me in during the 7th operation.
Shit.
We wanted to restore the man you'd once been. So we gave you a pleasant memory of a beautiful island. We didn't want you to be that thing.
What did I become, Doctor?
Yeah. What thing?
You'd lost your will to live.
Well, he died, so.
We tried to give it back. I'm sorry, Agent Coulson. If you only knew.
So those are some answers, but not the real answers. Why? I wondered if he'd still be alive. When they said our other subject or whatever, I should have... Oh, shit. I thought maybe it was Mike and I should have said it. I don't think I did. So, is he now like abandoned? Because they've all been taken in and didn't know about him? No! Fuck. Well, we got it out of what's-her-face's eye, so... Shit. Find a way to tip him off. And let's have that happen here. Shit. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, I definitely liked that episode better than the first part of this story because I feel like this was like a two-parter. 10 and 11 was definitely a two-parter. And I, as predicted, I liked this one better than the first one. Which we got answers. Sort of. So that was his 7th operation. They were working on his brain. He lost the will to live. There's definitely more to this story. Because even if the 7th operation was just to give him like a false memory, he still had to get to that point. Which means like he went through some really rough stuff. And why? Because agents die. Agents die. Like, why go through all this for Coulson? I mean, not to say like Coulson isn't awesome or anything, but like, why him? There has to be a reason to why him. And were those 6 other operations? What were they for? I mean, he was dead for days. His body was well into the point of decaying. Like, how do you fix that? So, I mean, I'm with 6 or 7 operations, apparently. I hope Coulson keeps digging, and I hope he confronts Fury at some point. Like, we need to have a conversation between Fury and Coulson. I like what we got, but it didn't tell me anything I didn't really already know. Obviously, they saved his life. Obviously, he wasn't dead for 8 seconds or 40 seconds. So, obviously, Tahiti was a false memory. Like, there were no new revelations there. Now, I mean, we got, 7 surgeries and he lost the will to live. Like, yeah, I mean, that was new. But we didn't really get a bunch of new information here. So I still have a ton of answers or a ton of questions. I will say, just hearing him say over like, please let me die, please let me die. That's an interesting development. I want to know how he got to that point where he did lose the will to live. And that moment, both May and Skye heard it. And Skye like grabbing onto his hand and like being there as he was coming out of it and hearing him say that over and over again and watching her tear up. That was a really nice moment. It's nice to see like just how much she cares about him, which doesn't surprise me because I feel like she's coming to see him as like a surrogate father because she didn't have parents. So I feel like he's going to fulfill that role for her. So she's becoming very emotionally attached to him. And this was a nice expression of that. But it was hard. It was hard seeing him break like that. And it was so interesting how they did this because I don't know in what other scenario, if what other show that I've ever been in or ever watched, like where I have actually kind of like wanted the character to get tortured basically because I want the information and I know they want the information. So that was a nice twist. Like it wasn't that we were just torturing Coulson to get information about S.H.I.E.L.D. Like they wanted the same information that I wanted, that he wanted. So it's kind of like, this isn't great, but we all kind of want the same thing here. So that was interesting as a viewer to be like, well, I don't want him to be tortured. I don't want him to be in pain. I don't want his head fucked with. I don't want him beaten. But I want to know the answers, and I know he does too. So maybe just give it. But yeah, seeing him break down like that, where he was just like repeating the same thing. I mean, obviously it was from his memory. I don't think he feels that way now. But yeah. And they brought up a lot of personal stuff with Coulson. You know, his parents, the woman that he was very clearly in love with, and him giving up a chance at a normal life. Yeah, I mean, he talked about it with Mike. So I don't know that he regrets his decision to not be with her and to like go the S.H.I.E.L.D. route and still be doing it. I don't know that he necessarily regrets it. I just think he, like with Mike, I think he just wanted someone else to make a different decision than the one that he made. Speaking of Mike, now we've got that to deal with, which I think that's going to be interesting because I don't think he's just going to blindly follow orders. So, yeah, that's going to make for some tough spots with the team. Because I think he's going to ultimately have to do things to them or do bad things and they're going to have to go after him. But there's definitely going to be some interesting scenarios there with all of that. So yeah, I'm liking how things are progressing. We had some nice stuff with May in this because even like I knew when she said no about like, you know, Sky being part of the team or whatever, like staying on the plane, like I knew that wasn't just like a no, she's not a good asset. Like get her out of here. I knew that there was more to it than that, and I was right. Because May has a very, very hard exterior, but I mean, it did seem clear that Sky wasn't her favorite person, so I wasn't really sure how she felt about Sky, but when she was having that conversation with Ward, she was actually nicer about that than I expected. I figured she'd just be like, yeah, she'd be better used to us, you know, out of here. But she actually like gave her more praise, and made it clear that she really does believe in Sky's abilities and that she thinks she is a good asset for the team. And I wasn't quite expecting that much out of that conversation. So that was nice to see. And then she ended up giving Sky a compliment on the jacket, which is a small thing, but for May, it's really not. So, which I mean, I know it's also kind of like a little joke, but still, that's something. Like, just give me these things. This May I'm okay with. This May is fine. You can be a hard ass. You can have a tough exterior, but I need these little moments, and I need you to not be a dick all the time. And so they gave me some nice May moments to feel good about in this. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up this one. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch up with those on Patreon who got this episode a very long time ago, you can do so by clicking the link in the description below and heading over there. I will also have in the description the title of the most recent episode they've received a full reaction for, so you can know exactly how far ahead they are. But make sure you're reading the tier descriptions very carefully so you know exactly what you're getting and when. And also, it explains that the full reactions are in watch-along style for copyright reasons. So you do need to have your own copy of the episode to watch alongside my video. I cannot have the full show footage because I don't feel like going to jail or getting fined hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you want to hang out here on YouTube instead, that's totally cool. Just make sure you hit the subscribe and notification button so you don't miss the next episode when it goes out. And hopefully, I'll see you in that one.